I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I just picked the topic in my head, and I'm like, well, I want to get a video on it today, so I'll just keep talking and talking until I can't talk anymore. So, let me make the case to you for why goalball is the best game in the entire world. Okay, it's better than football, better than hockey, for sure better than cricket or tennis or whatever. I mean, Serena Williams is a goddess, but outside of that, no one else cares. It's goalball. Okay, so what is goalball? Goalball, for those of you who don't know, it is a 3-on-3 game where you have a left wing, a center, and a right wing. And you go against teams. You can have, oh god, what is it? 10? 8. Whatever. So 3 people on the team at one time. Like 3 people on the floor at one time. And you have this gigantic soccer net. So I'll just start there. It's the best game because it combines all the sports, like the main sports. So I have played soccer before, and it's fun. You know, you kick the ball and stuff like that. But it takes the net from soccer, which only is protected, like only had one area that you have to protect. But no, in goalball you have this gigantic net that spans the entire playing surface of the court that you're on. So you have to protect all that with just 3 people. It is long. I don't know if it's quite 20 feet. I don't know exactly the length. But yes, 3 people have to protect maybe 20 feet of netting. And if the ball goes in there, it is a goal. The goal, you get 1 point per goal. Now, the ball is another thing. It looks like a basketball. Okay, so you take basketball, about that size. If you've never seen a goal ball, it's like a basketball. But instead of it just being air, there's a bell inside. And the reason the bell is inside because everyone's blindfolded. They have on these goggles where you can't see. Me, it doesn't change anything for me because I can't see anyway. But people who do have vision, they have to wear the goggles so it's an even playing field. And the ball does not bounce. I've tried it. I mean, it sort of bounces, but you can't like just take it and make a 3-pointer or something. It doesn't. It's not made to bounce. There's a bell inside of it, so it jingles, and that's how you're able to hear it. Now, another factor is baseball, because I love baseball, and the way you have to lay out or dive to keep the ball from going into the net is like baseball. If you ever seen baseball highlights, you have the players, they will go into a dive to make a catch. And that's exactly what you have to do in goal. You're not trying to catch it. You can catch it and just return it super fast with your hand. But the really skilled players, they will lay out, grab the ball, get back on their knees, or they can you can get up and stand and throw it, or you can get be on your knees and throw it back down to the other end and try to score. And throwing the ball, it is exactly like bowling, and that is the fourth sport that this reminds me of. The stance, you sort of have one knee in front, like you're about to take off running, and you swing the ball behind you with your dominant hand, most likely, and you throw it down and you try like you're bowling, but there's no pin, there's just a net. So you're taking a basketball, but you're in a bowling position, but instead of trying to hit pins, you throw it into a soccer net. So it's a really great game. I really like it. I have fallen in love with it. We had these skills where I really learned how to play the game. I never played an actual game before. And if this was a real year, we are 2-time reigning champions, so I don't know. I don't think we would have repeated. There was only 3 boys. Now, some people didn't have physical, some people didn't have the proper grades, some people didn't even come back to campus. They were still remote. But good thing it was natural season because the girl couldn't even play. They had 2 girls, and you need at least 3 people on the floor. And the periods are in 10 minutes increment. You have 10 minutes and then like a halftime break or whatever. I don't know how long the halftime is, and another 10 minutes. So why is this game awesome? Well, it's awesome because it is really hard. You can be sliding all over the floor, and the blocking the ball, I guess, is the scariest part, if you even want to call it scary. You have to know what you're doing. There's a proper way to dive and lay out for the ball, and there's a way not to. You don't want to take a ball straight to the face. It has hurt. I have friends who have taken it to the face. I also have friends with people who can throw it at their faces. I have not taken one to the face yet. 1 second. Okay, not changing that because it is a painful experience. What I've heard, people have had broken noses. You can break a finger. It can get gruesome. But yeah, you don't want to take a ball to the face. So you want to put your hand in front to block. I don't always put my hand in front to block. I don't even go all the way and lay out for the ball most of the time because I stay on my knees and I try to reach out for the ball. Now sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't work. The perk of being on your knees is that you can move quicker. Like once you lay out, that's it. There's no way you can't keep moving yourself. If you're on your knees, you can crawl on your hands and knees. You can still move, you can still be mobile and go for the ball. What I do is that the ball's rolling towards me. I try to judge where it is, and I try to line up where the ball's gonna hit me. Like I want it to be in my gut area every time. It's not taking it to the face. It's also not kicking off my feet and kicking towards the out of bounds line or going back behind me. Now there's this thing called ramping, where if you are not solid, the ball can hit you at it. If it's going fast enough, it will go over you, and it's basically game over. It is very. I have not done it yet. I mean, I'm pretty fast. I'm pretty quick. I have not been able to grab a ramping ball because, what is it, 3 feet? Because the line's like 3 feet from the goal line. That's not really enough time for you to, the ball hits you, it goes over you. You have to get up, turn around, and try to grab that ball. But you can't see where the ball is. You might accidentally knock the ball over when you're, knock the ball into the net while you're getting up, and that's an automatic goal. You might get your hands and push it into the goal when you're trying to grab it. So unless you have a teammate right there backing you up, it is very hard. I've had balls where, like I said, I try to have it line up in my gut. Sometimes, since I have hearing aids, I have like hearing loss. So sometimes I think it's going over towards my right, so I'm like right wing, that's your ball when I'm in the center, and it comes and hit me. I'm like, oh, that's shocking. Or a ball going to my left. I'm only 5 feet tall, so I'm not the tallest person. I try to slide over to the left, and it kicks off my hand, but my left wing got it. That did happen one time. Or the ball, what happened one time? Like the ball hit off of me. I was on right wing, the center grabbed it and spun around and was just sitting there, almost the ball going in. Now, it depends on your teammates as well. You want to be fast when you're laying out, but you want someone that, I would prefer someone good to your size. I mean, it can be good or bad. The good thing about having someone that's big is they have a lot of power in their arms. And so they can throw the ball down really fast. If you throw the ball fast enough, the bell doesn't even jingle, or it's too late to stop it, to move. That's how it happened to me. It's like I throw the ball, I'm waiting. The ball zooms past me. I'm like, what the heck? I wasn't expecting that to come back that fast. So that's the perk of having someone that big. The downside is when you go for a collision, because I'm backing up every single ball. If I'm on the right and there's a ball coming to my left, that would be, and the center. So the center's going to the right, I'm going to the left, and there's a crash. I have not gotten seriously hurt, but my teammate is 6 foot, 250 pounds. I'm 104 and 5 feet tall. Okay, I would get turned into an LT sandwich because like my teammate, he can't see me. So I feel like I'm going to get smashed between the floor and my teammate Leo. But I mean, Leo can get to 99% of the ball. He can cover the entire freaking court by himself. So that's why I don't lay out for every single ball, because I have pretty good trust that he's going to get it. But I like backing him up, and there has been times where it had gone loose, and I grab it, or he doesn't block, he just stops the ball, but he doesn't securely have it. But yeah, there have been times where I slide over, I almost get turned into a sandwich, but yeah, it's good. And so that hasn't happened yet. But I have made some pretty good plays. I've scored a couple times. I have. It was me and my friend Alyssa. We did some boys versus girls action, and she went to center. I was left, so it was 2-on-2. The ball was rolled towards her. She stopped it, but did not block it. I leaned at it. I grabbed the ball before it went out of bounds. Where like it was rolling, I just leaned over. My elbows went out of bounds. So I don't know if my body goes out of bounds. That's still legal, or if the ball goes out of bounds. That's when it stops. But yeah, I just grabbed it and threw it back down there. So I have made some pretty good defensive plays, and I want to be a defensive first goalball player because I don't have a lot of power. I can admit I am a scrawny, weak little boy. I like to talk a lot, but that's about all I have. But no, I would pass the ball to Leo 100% of the time if he would let me. But he's like, no, I'm going to get my throws, and you have to get better on offense. But I want to be a defensive first because, what would I say? Offense sells tickets and defense wins championship. That is what I live by. Okay? It's I've heard in baseball, but I'm applying that saying to this. If my defense is good, they can't score. And I know I have a lethal threat and two of my other teammates who can throw the ball back down there. Leo 1 has been a certified goalball player. He's been playing it for 6 years. I mean, every teammate, his name's Cavante. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. He is a rookie just like me, but he is 3 years younger than me. No, my God, he's 5 years. He's 13, I'm 18. So yeah, he's a rookie just like me, and we're both learning the game, but he is amazing. I can say that. He's probably already better than me. Like, I'm trying. I try on every single play, but we are just evenly matched, I say. He's on the offense, what I am on the defense. We are both evenly matched. And Leo is a jack of all trades. He is phenomenal at both. And our team, when we would go against the girls, it would be pretty good because I am right-handed, so I'm on the left wing. The reason I'm on the left wing is so I can, like, my dominant hand is reaching towards the middle, because that's where 99% of people throw the ball. They never throw it straight down the line. They never throw it one way or the other. They always try to go straight toward the middle. The problem is we have one of the best centers I have ever seen. I haven't seen anyone from Indiana, Wisconsin, Missouri, just because I haven't simply traveled or been on the team that long. But so they always throw it toward the center. So I'm right-handed, so I go towards the right. No, I'm right-handed and I'm on left wing, so I go toward the right. We have Leo, who's right-handed, and so he can get to the ball just because he's in center and he's an amazing player. And Cavante, who I mentioned earlier, he's left-handed, so he got on the right wing, so his dominant hand is also going toward the center. Now, it would be cool if we had my friend Cameron. He is, oh God, how do I say this? Aphrodisiac? Yeah, Aphrodisiac. That means you are great with your right and left. We also have a girl named Katie. She is the same way. Aphrodisiac. So that would be cool if we had like someone that was strong, like the same power in the left and right hand. But I just think it's cool how you have one right-handed, one left-handed, and then it would be one Aphrodisiac person in the middle, so they could get to everything. But I don't really know that. I mean, the hand thing. The only reason the hand thing comes into focus is important is when you're throwing the ball. So you can grab the ball with whatever hand you want, but you're going to throw with your dominant hand, so your right hand. The problem is I'm on the right wing, and so I'm already on the right side of the court, and I just tend to throw to the right with my right hand, and I throw it right out of bounds. Pun. Anyway, Cavante did the same thing when he was on the left wing, and he's left-handed. You throw the ball to the left. That's just sort of how it works. So the theory is that you want to switch it up, so if I'm on the left, I throw toward the right, but I have the entire court to throw it to, and I'm not throwing it out of bounds. Now, one thing I want to get better at is throwing it straight down the line, because you want to tight walk the line, but you can't see what the line is, of course. I mean, they have it where you can feel it, but once you throw the ball, you can't control where it goes. So you want to throw it straight down the line, because everyone is off the line. I even play off the line. I'm a good 3-4 feet off the line because I know it's going to center, or it's going somewhere in between the center and I that either one of us can grab. But the really good players throw it straight down that line. You're expecting the ball to go straight down the middle because that's what they do 9 times. But on that 10th time, like if they throw it 10 times, 9 times they're throwing it to the center. But the really good player, that one time they throw it down the line, free goal basically. I mean, you can't do anything. It's like you're waiting for the ball to come. You hear it. You can try to dive back towards the left if the ball's going down the left line, but good luck. I mean, there's no way to get a proper position and get your hands up in front of your face. It might ramp you. You're hoping that it goes out of bounds, because that can happen too. But that's what the really good players do. So that's why goalball is the best game in the world. It is exciting. Also, you have to be quiet when you play, because like the audience have to be quiet because they have to hear the players have to hear the bell. But that's why goalball is the best game ever. I mean, it has the intensity, it has the drama. There's a 10-point mercy rule where if you're up by 10 or more, not 10 or more. If you get to 10, it's over. But it's really fun. I'm very excited to play it again when we go back in August. Because I believe goalball season in like November or whatever, and we have practices every other day, and I would just be waiting to get my hands on the goalball and throw it again. But practice 5 days a week, sign me up. Also, I love wiring up the opponents. Because we do boys versus girls. There's a girl named Alex. Ooh, me and her had some verbal matches. I'm like, I'm going to throw the ball so hard at you, you're gonna puke, and then I'm gonna wipe the floor with you to clean it up. And I don't know if that's really smart or really stupid, but yeah, it is a lot of fun. I can't do that. Well, I could sort of do that if we were on the road and went to like Wisconsin or Indiana or something like that, because they have these socials where you get to talk with every school, and I can just be running my mouth to like Indiana and Missouri, Wisconsin, whatever, Tennessee. I don't know how often we play Tennessee. But just running my mouth to them and just making them angry, like how I make my opponents angry. It's just fun to pour gasoline on the fire, make people hate you, and then you beat them. And they're like, oh, screw you, I'm going to kick your butt. But, yeah, I'm not the world's greatest goalball player, but I enjoy the game. It's fun. I'm still learning. Leo's a great mentor. And we're running it back next year because the 3 of us are going to be on there. Other people coming back. We're supposed to get new students. It's going to be really good. And the 2-time champions, I think you're looking at the future. 3-time champion. We are 3-peating. We're going to be like the 90s Bulls when they did it twice. We're going to be like the 2000 and 2002 Lakers. See, my senior year of high school, it's over, okay? They are going down, and there's not a dang thing they can do about it. Okay, this is the end of this video. I will see you tomorrow in another video with whatever topic I come up with. So, have a good day. Bye. This was fun. Go Warriors!